A practice in pomp and circumstance will be on the agenda this weekend as the UK prepares for the Trooping the Colour ceremony, a long-held tradition that celebrates the monarch's birthday. Now, the rehearsals were to mark the first time the Princess of Wales returned to public eye since sharing her cancer diagnosis back in March. But we have learned her appearance has been cancelled, the palace confirming she will not be in attendance. And this has sparked, of course, renewed concern about her condition, leading many to question when we might see her next. With us this morning to help shed some light is CTV royal commentator Afia Hagan. Good to talk to you, my friend.
Good to see you.
Originally, we were told Trooping the Colour is when we would see the Princess of Wales again. And then last week, it was announced that wasn't happening. You know, Prince William was with Canadian vets and others yesterday at the D-Day anniversary, telling one of the vets she would have loved to have been here today. Do we have any indication of, first of all, how the princess is doing?
And that's the big question. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, we had headlines that she was seen out and about with her children. This week, we've had lots of rumours swirling that we may not see her back in public life this year. So it seems to be some contradicting and conflicting headlines there. Trooping the Colour takes place next weekend. It's the King's official birthday parade. Now, this week, we have the Colonel's Review, which is being held tomorrow. And as the Colonel of the Irish Guards, we would have expected the Princess of Wales there to take the salute, and she isn't going to be there. We know that for a fact that tomorrow we cannot expect to see her. But we never know with Trooping the Colour. Like I said, we've had conflicting headlines this week. At one point, we're seeing her out and about with the children. Prince William, when he's been asked about her at royal events, has always said that she's doing well. Yesterday, he said that she wished she could have been there. So we just never know what may happen with Trooping the Colour.
And one of the things, of course, about Trooping the Colour ceremony is the big shot of the family on the balcony afterwards. It's sort of the pre-summer, everybody sees who's there and what's going on. So it'll be interesting to see who is and who is not on that balcony on the weekend. Yesterday, we've already alluded to this. Prince William was with Canadian vets in France, but the King also traveled to France. He is currently undergoing cancer treatment. And what updates are there from him about how his condition could, in fact, impact future appearances?
Yes, absolutely. We saw the King in Portsmouth this week and then yesterday in France also for the commemorations of D-Day. He gave that speech also yesterday. Today we have the Duke of Westminster's wedding. That's his godson here in London, the society wedding of the year. It's thought that he's not attending because it has been quite a grueling week for him. Now, when it comes to his royal events, they are being taken day by day. So his medical team, his advisors will revisit sort of on a day-by-day basis, how is he feeling? How capable and able is he feeling about taking on these events as the months go on? Now, as we get into the summer months, despite the rubbish weather that we're having at the moment, better weather means more outdoor events, and that's much better for his health. So it's basically, you know, a day-by-day assessment of how he is feeling. At the moment, we know that he will be at Trooping the Colour. He won't be on horseback. He will be in a carriage in attendance in that event. And yes, he will be on the balcony as well. But like you so rightly said, that's where all the interest and all the eyes will be after that event, the famous balcony at Buckingham Palace. And that's when we get to see the royal family.
OK, can we talk about Harry and Meghan for just a second? This is the second year where the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were not invited to Trooping the Colour event, so we know they won't be on the balcony. Is there any chance that we see an appearance of some sort alongside the royal family soon? I understand that Prince Harry also has had some legal news, again, around security of coming back to the UK.
Yes, so he has won the right to appeal that decision about his security provision when he's in the United Kingdom, so he will certainly be pleased about that. When it comes to Harry and Meghan perhaps popping up at a royal event, without trying to sound too morbid, I think it would have to be something pretty seismic, like the death of Queen Elizabeth II, to bring them back to the family at this particular point. I think earlier on in the year, perhaps we'd hoped we were a little bit closer to a reconciliation between the Sussexes and the rest of the family. We'd heard that over Christmas and the King's birthday just before that as well, messages of good wishes had been sent. And then we saw Prince Harry when he was here to see his father after that cancer diagnosis. But then on his latest trip, they didn't manage to fit in a visit to see each other. And I think at the moment, we should not expect to see the Sussexes with the royal family unless it is a pretty huge reason or a pretty huge event.
I feel like this is the first time in a long time, Afia, that I haven't been in London for something royal as of late. So I miss seeing you in person, but good to see you here this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.